Did you also used to wish that you could fly when you were a child? Well, I sure did, and guess what? I learned how to, and I'm gonna share it with you today. Hi, my name is Jackie. Welcome to Who I Am, your guided meditation podcast. And the reason why I want to share with you how to fly is because I feel like we need this now more than ever before, probably even more than as we used to be kids, because we're so busy with our lives. Everything's happening on the outside, so much is happening on the inside. I feel like the older we get, the more responsibilities there are, the busier our minds, and the less we get to relax and actually enjoy our lives as we used to do when we were kids. So, what do I mean when I say learn how to fly? It's actually the feeling of being absolutely weightless, getting rid of all our chores, getting rid of all our worries, of all the weight, everything that's dragging you down, everything that ties you to the floor, that keeps you on your feet. We are getting rid of all of that today, even if it's just for the next couple of minutes. Perhaps it's even going to inspire you to sort of clean up here and there, getting rid of some of the weight. But even if not, just enjoy the next couple of minutes. Just enjoy this experience, this exercise, if you will. And that by itself is going to be so beneficial for you because it will get you back into that feeling of being completely weightless. It will give you a short break, far from everything that is attached to you all day and every day. So sit back and enjoy. So we've got a mix of an exercise and a meditation today. So as always, we're going to start by finding a comfortable seat. I do recommend you sitting for this exercise as I want you to not only relax but also be fully present. I guess I don't need to lead you far into the practice to have all your weight very present in your mind. So I'm actually talking about everything that's weighing you down. First of all the worries in your head, if it's financial topic, if it's about family, if it's about a work-related issue, just try and keep all that very present in your mind for a moment, and I promise we're gonna get rid of all of that in order for you to get absolutely weightless. So, as you've got all these worries, all these emotions, and all these topics up front, I'd like you to sort these out into boxes. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples what we're going to name these boxes. But as this is very individual and you are absolutely individual person, I want to give you the freedom of naming those boxes whichever way you want. Let's say one of your weights is a financial issue. Perhaps attached to that, there is a car, maybe there is a house, a lease. Perhaps there is lots of other items that come along with that financial issue. Or perhaps the reason is totally different. And as we want to put all these weights, all these items into a separate box, you could name the boxes I want it, it's because someone else is expecting me to have it. It's because someone else wants it and I'm attached to that person. Or it's because someone else is literally forcing me to maintain that. Which means that you can not only choose the names of the boxes, but you can also choose the amount of boxes that you want. If you want to put it down to the least amount, I do recommend you to put out 3 boxes. A is the one that you say yes to, which means it's because you want it yourself. Box number B is named somebody else is expecting me to do it or want it or have it, or even forcing me to have it in a very, very strong way. And C would be that I kind of want it, but maybe in a modified way or in a modified manner. As I was saying, these are all just example. Please make this your own. And I was speaking about the boxes in an imaginary way, of course. But if you want to make this more real, you can also feel free to put up 3 containers or 3 boxes in real life and write down all your worries, all your weights on pieces of paper to actually put these aside or inside. For some of you, this might feel more real. For some of you, this might lead to actually free your mind of all of that. Now, whichever way you choose, please for a moment sit back in your seat, drop down your shoulders, take a deep inhale through your nose, and close your eyes with your exhale. Just let it all go. Now find some deep cleansing breaths in and out to land here. Land in this moment. We've gone through a bit of a theory now. I just want you to become fully present before we actually start the exercise. So feel your belly rising and falling, expanding and deflating with every breath. Find complete stillness. Try not to move or fidget. If you recognize any tightness in any part of your body right now, feel free to loosen that and then come back to stillness. And focus on the air that's floating in and out of your nose. Feel the cold air on the tip of your nose. Going deep into your belly. With every exhale, just let go. Very nice. Okay. Now let's come back to your weights. And this is going to take a few minutes, or perhaps you'll be able to sort through all of your weights pretty easily, pretty fastly. Perhaps it's just 1 or 2 things that are so present. Just 1 or few things that are weighing you down. And as you keep breathing deeply, sort through one after the other. They're all standing in line. And you're going to take one and put it into one of the boxes. And then you're going to go through the next weight and put it into one of your boxes. Keep breathing deeply. One thing after the other. Every item, every weight goes into one of the boxes. And as every item gets packed up and the line gets shorter, you can start feeling how your body becomes more weightless. Your hands are starting to feel lighter. The pressure that's on your shoulders or your chest becomes lighter. And your breath becomes deeper. Your chest and your lungs expand as well. And you start to take full and nourishing deep breaths into your chest area, expanding into your belly. Take the next item and put it into one of the boxes. Everything that comes to your mind is going to go into one of the boxes. And after you've boxed an item up, you're going to close the lid on top so it stays in there. Very nice. Sort through everything, take as much time as you need. If you like, you can pause this for a second to actually go through all the weights, everything that comes to your mind. But if you've boxed all the weights up, I'd like you to imagine getting up and walking away from the boxes. Just walk. Leave them behind you. Don't look back at them. Just keep walking away from the boxes. Walking to the top of a mountain. Looking down the mountain, there is a very big, very calm lake. Me standing on top of that mountain, the slight fresh breeze in your face, on your skin. And you inhale deeply, noticing the fresh air and the smell of the mountains, the tingling feeling of the sun on your skin. Your eyes are becoming bigger. And your gaze starts to clear. And you see the stillness of the surface in the lake. Your feet are grounded, and yet your whole body is light. If you like, you can stay there and watch the beauty of that lake. Or you can continue walking and just move softly to expand that feeling of being weightless through your movement. Keep walking if you like. And just imagine if you weren't with any of your weights, if you could simply restart your life doing whatever you want because you want it, because there's nothing else that can weigh you down. There's no past, nothing that happened that's put you into the situation you're in right now. What would you do if you could restart, if you could choose whatever it is you wanted to do without thinking of the consequences, without thinking of the how? If it wasn't about money or how it would look on the outside, if it was just about how it would make you feel, what would you choose to do? What would you choose to do with your life? Very nice. And just sink into that feeling and go as deep as you want to, picturing your life based on everything that you want from your deepest inner core. And if you like, you can pause here again to stay there if you have more time, and keep on flying without all the weight. But if you need to come back, you can slowly start walking back towards your boxes and standing in front of your boxes, smiling, appreciating everything that's there. appreciating your life, your past, your present, and your future. And as you begin to unbox everything you've just sorted, you can decide yourself what you want to let back into your life and the order in which you want it in your life. Take it out piece by piece and take it back as your own if you want. Thank you so much for joining me on this experience today. I hope you did feel the moment of being weightless. I hope you got the chance to fly as well. I send you all my love and light, and I talk to you very soon. And one more thing before you head off, if you have any questions or you just like to get in touch, feel free to send me a message and share all your thoughts on who.i.m.ycm. You can find me on Instagram, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Have a good day.